All right, bitches. Hello out there. Let's see. Let me check real quick. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. Please excuse the glare of the bright ass fucking sun. Let's just say I am an enlightened bitch. And that is why the sun is just, there's just so much light on me. Just so much light. I am an enlightened bitch. See my brightness. Yeah, yeah, that shit. Type shit. But any hoodles, welcome to the Mimi Morning Show. Now, one weird thing about this light, it's all in my eyes. And it's all in my eyes. So it's kind of hard for me to see my screen, but it'll move over. It'll move over that way, like over, over the house, like whatever. But yeah, all right. So I am live on the Arena, which is a social fi blockchain app. That sounded really like that's not how I meant it to come out. So it is a live stream and social platform on the blockchain, on the Avalanche blockchain. Hello, Avalanchers, gladiators. What's is up? Thank you for joining. I can't talk. Thank you for joining. I mean, it's been a little bit of a morning for me. I spilled my liquid vitamin on my shirt, so I had to change my shirt. Um, then the sun, which you know what? Hey, we all work with that. We all, like I said, I am an enlightened bitch. Um, and also, I don't know. You ever just wake up and you're just kind of like, fuck my life. I That was kind of me today. So I'm looking forward to doing this stream because it usually makes me feel better. I probably also just need to go get a workout in. I have so much homework to catch up on, but I think I just need to go get that workout in later. So I'm gonna go do that. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hopefully, if you are not really feeling this week, hopefully you have something to hump. I do not. So that sucks. If you do, go get some. So, um, I kind of use the come get some, go get some because it is John Cena is about to retire. And I mean it fits. It's in it fits. It fits. That's why I'm doing it. Now, I am live on the Arena, which right now it looks like you guys Arena is always winning. Arena is always winning when it comes to me getting the views. YouTube, I am also live on YouTube, all right? Um, I think YouTube is a little slow. I don't see anyone just yet who has joined. Watching on YouTube, I see like one person is watching, but so it has to be from YouTube. But restream be okay, yeah, one person on YouTube. Great. Thank you. Like the stream, so other people can come in too and watch. Um, right now, the arena is winning on viewers. Shout out to the arena. And also, I am live on X. Here's the difference though. I am actually on Spaces. I am on Spaces on my phone on X with the camera on. So I'm utilizing video in X Spaces. Why am I on X Spaces this week? Well, because I don't have my blue check anymore. So apparently, in order to, well, not apparently, it is so. Um, you have to have a premium X account in order to connect your like Restream, StreamYard, things of that nature to stream on X. And since I am not verified anymore, then I can't do that. So it kind of sucks. So I'm thinking that my probably like X viewership and participation or whatever is going to go down. We'll see. We shall see because I mean even though I don't have premium anymore, I should still be able to see my analytics for X spaces. If I'm not, that's on some bullshit. But we shall see. So, you know how I do. I make it work, I make it twerk. Okay. I When there's a will, there's a way. So, and I've been wanting to get on X spaces a little bit more anyways. So hey, it all works out. So you can't stop a bad enlightened bitch from doing what she will do. So that is why I am on X and what's it called? Spaces. Yes. So if you see me kind of looking over here, you see me over here, that's what we're doing. So thank you everyone for joining. Some quick shout outs real quick. Um, the music that you heard, speaking of blockchain, the music that you heard, that was from Waveroot. You can find them on waveroot.com. I always forget the dude's name who owns it. I think it's something part of NFT or something like that. Um, who owns Waveroot? And or NFT, something like that. On X, you can find them at Waveroot. And then the music specifically. So Waveroot is this really cool platform where creators, producers um, like produce music and they produce beats and then they sell them. But the prices they sell them for are actually really like affordable. Not for me because I'm poor. But but I did when you sign up on their website, when you go to waveroot.com, you can actually put your email address in. And when you do that and you sign up, you actually get a beat pack. So you get well, 3 to 4 free beats. I got 4. The producer that I got, the beats are from Lanjo, DJ Lanjo out of Central Africa, King Lanjo on X, Lanjo TV on YouTube. Check them out. Um, and yeah, check out Waveroot, check out King Lanjo, DJ Lanjo. Um, there are other producers on that website. So you can like select which one you want, or I guess it depends on which beat pack you get, you know? You might say, oh, I want it, or you want to try or whatever. But yeah. So waveroot.com. I will actually put that waveroot.com. All right. So with that said, and then also with spaces, I don't know how to like add stuff. Do I'll have to play with it later, but it is what it is. All right. So that shout out um for Wave Root. And then another shout out that I actually want to give is um the arena related. So I have a few ticket holders on the arena, and this ticket holder is a real one. Goose Parks. Goose Parks on X, Goose Parks on the arena. Make sure that you are following and engaging with him. He's actually one of the first people on that was to welcome me on the arena. So although I do the Mimi Morning Show every Wednesday now, live again, like I said, on YouTube, X, and the arena. And but like, when did I start with the arena? I'd heard about the arena, but I didn't really like start until was this 2025? I think it was this year. Was it January? It was I haven't been on that long. I want to say it was this year. I wonder if there's a way I could check. Anyways, so I like signed up because I mean it's easy to onboard onto the Arena app because all you have to do is just have your X account and just bada bing bada boom. And it's a really cool way. I was thinking about it too. I'm like, well, duh, this is a really cool way to onboard like other people. I have some folks who are not in Web3 yet. I say yet, but they have hit me up in my DMs and it's like, I want to try this Arena app. And I'm like, cool. So that makes onboarding super easy because all you got to do is just connect your X account. And then you would already have a wallet, right? Because have an internal wallet through it. So that's really cool. So that's like easy onboarding. So yeah, I have someone who is asking, and when she's ready to like sign up and do that, then I will introduce her. But yeah, Goose Parks was one of the first. Him and Rizzo, the boss, they were the first to welcome me onto the Arena app. And I came in, they brought me up on stage. They were getting to know me and stuff like that. They were basically vetting me. They were doxing me, making sure that I was a real person. I was a real, and then, yes, I am a real enlightened bitch. So that is why, we was, bada bing, bada boom, yada yada whoop de woo. And I was on the arena. And he was very welcoming, cool cat. So he is a ticket holder. And so we're in the chat. And I signed up for, like I said, I've been wanting to kind of get back into spaces, X spaces. Part of the reason why I've been wanting to get it back on X spaces is there's this uh, a crypto, it's like a Web3 based, I won't say it's not crypto, but it's a Web3, well, it has to do with it, but it's a Web3 based platform called Lurky. And it's basically a Web3 version of getting spaces analytics. And then you can basically get alpha from it. Like you can go in, you connect your wallet. I believe it's on Base. It looks like it's run on Base blockchain. And you sign in, and then you sign up for a profile, and it actually does cost. But you can pay in like, I think you pay in like USDC. And then you can record your spaces conversations, and then you get analytics. You get your network, you get like a little card that you can share saying, oh yeah, this is I'm a lurky, da 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 whoop de whoop. So I thought that was really cool. And I was like, hmm. Plus, I'm in this community called Viral. Shout out to Viral on X, VYRAL. And so yeah, I was just like, oh, maybe I should get back into this. This is really cool. The spaces. Plus, I don't know. I'm trying to find my way and my niche in like as a digital creator. And I notice I get good response and success from like talking. So audio, video, things of that nature. So I'm like, all right, get back into X spaces. So I sign up for Lurky. I get a referral code. I drop it into my ticket holder chat. And guess who signed up for it? Like that. Goose Parks. So that is why he is getting a special shout out because I mean, it's one thing to be like a ticket holder and to follow someone, like, okay, but it's another to kind of like take it a step further and like really support them, you know? Because yeah, you can like be a ticket holder, retweet, comment, things of that nature, but like community for me is are people who kind of go out of their way. So those people you do not want to those people you want to acknowledge, those people you want to be grateful for. So I am. And that's why I am giving Goose Parks a shout out. Go follow Goose Parks. I believe he's also a in the music space. So yeah, go give him a follow. And thank you for that, good sir. Um, Alrighty. So looks like we have a question. Elite Forever 88 on YouTube. Hello, welcome to the Me Morning Show. Asks, hi, can I ask what your theory that'll will be the main event at Mania? Do you think they will put the championship back on Roman from Cody? All right. Do you see what you did there? Um. Anyways, I was reading out loud. It was, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So, great question. That's the question on everybody's mind. I want them to take it off of Cody Rhodes. Um, but my sources are saying that they won't. My sources are saying that they won't anytime soon, and my sources are very my sources have their sources, and their sources are very credible. So, I don't think we'll see it anytime soon unless some shit changes. Um, you know what happens in WWE for those of you who hi on the arena. All right, let's go. Hi. Hi MD. Hi. Sorry, Siam. Sorry, the bright light. I can't see. Beat thee. Thank you for the follow. Mommy, you are my hi, you are my sweet sister. I don't have any brothers. I'm an only child. I'm being silly. Um, all right. So for those of you on the arena, I don't know if you watch WWE or not. Let me know in the chat. Do you watch WWE? Because that's what we're going to be talking about, and that was what Elite on YouTube was asking about. So I mean, WWE, it's like it just depends. If shit hits the fan and they have to pivot, they will pivot. And then you know what I'm saying? But I think that like I of course I want to see a switch up. I want to see the title go back, go to some, go I mean, I guess the only two, because what title does he have? I'm sorry. Um, BT, please don't ask me for a follow back. I'll follow back if I want to. Um, Plus I'm live right now. I'm busy. Um, so Yeah, I don't know. I I guess it just really depends on who could really like carry the title. Cause like that title, he has okay, I know his title. WWE Undisputed Champion, right? Um, yeah, so I don't know, man. Like who else could carry it? Roman Reigns can carry it if he is available to do so. There's I don't there's no but I guess there's no one else who is that top guy, right? Which is why all these NXT call-ups make so much sense. They need to get they got to get someone in there, you know? So, answer, I want them to take it off of Cody. Do I think they will anytime soon? No. Um, as far as my sources are concerned, my sources knowing their sources, I'm not going to dive too much into them because I don't want to break anyone's trust. I do recognize, even though I am a new-ish WWE fan, I'm like catching on to like how the importance of holding water, the importance of keeping a secret, and the importance of shutting the fuck up. Like, don't spoil everything. You want to kinda keep things you want the excitement, you know? So any information that I am privy to, um, I unless I am told, "Hey, it's cool if you say this," um, I'm not gonna say because yeah, because I like tea, and then if I fuck up and I say something, that means I won't get the tea anymore. But yeah, so hello, Wrestling on X. I finally have it at who is this? Let me see. Wrestling RS Podcast. Hey, what's up? What's up? So yeah, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. I'm not going to bring anyone up on X Spaces. This is not like an open conversation with other people. It's just going to be kind of like listening because this is a Mimi morning show. And unless we have something planned, anyways, we will. But thank you for coming in. I see you're following me. I will check you out later. And if there's a fit, I want to follow you, I'll follow you back. But thank you for coming in. Um, so I think I'll ask you take this question too. So I'll put the question back up, even though you can't see it. Uh, so I'm live on YouTube, X, and the Arena app. So someone was asking about the main event at Mania. And then also Elite Forever. Are you talking about this WrestleMania? Or are you talking about you must be talking about this WrestleMania. Okay, if you're talking about this WrestleMania, back from Cody. Although Cody has been talking, I don't know. Well, maybe he was kayfabe. Maybe he was out of character when you say this. But yeah, hi. Okay, so the question, okay, let me just say the question. Sorry, ADHD. So Elite Forever 88 asked, basically, do you think they'll put the championship back on Roman from Cody? So the WWE Undisputed Championship, do you think it's going to go back to Cody or go back to Roman WrestleMania? Will that be a main event? Oh, well, bye. Rude. Trying to get you in the conversation. Whatever. Anyways, I answered the question. All right. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and that was kind of I wasn't ready to really start talking about WWE yet. Well, we're actually going to touch on that a little bit. So, um, thank you for the follow. If I halai, I can't see because halal. Okay, the sun. Um, I follow back on your X account. Please follow back. When I'm done with the stream, if I look at your profile and I want to follow you, I will follow you back. Neo found. Hello, thank you for following. So yeah, let's see. Did I ask you guys? Do you guys watch WWE? Do you? I don't think I thought I asked. Do you? Okay. Yeah, Arita asked, let me know. Do you guys watch WWE? Because that's mainly kind of what I talk about on the show. So I watch WWE, and then I do recaps. I kind of mix it up though. It's not just like wrestling. It's we'll say 85 to 90% of the Mimi Morning Show is WWE recaps or WWE recaps and updates and things of that nature and the news related to that or just wrestling in general. Um, so that's what it is. And then of course I touch on like tech and things of that nature. I mean, tech, wrestling, and life is basically what I touch on. Speaking of which, I also have a podcast. So, and I actually did do I a podcast dropped this week. It is with an author named Lena Dow, and I interview her and we talk about her new book, which is Journey Through Breast Cancer. It's already out. You can order it. And yeah, we dive into her journey through breast cancer. She is a survivor. And yeah, so Tasty Talks Tech, Wrestling, and Life is my podcast. So I have this podcast, or I have the Mimi Morning Show, which is every Wednesday, and then Tasty Talks Tech, Wrestling, and Life, which you can listen to on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and YouTube. Whenever I do have episodes available, they drop on Tuesdays. So that one is out right now if you want to go check that out. Um, Actually, I can. Well, yeah, if you just go on my profile, on my X profile, you'll see it. So you could watch it on, you can listen to it on YouTube, you can subscribe. I have links and things of that nature. All right, so news mashup. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into just this is like just kind of like there are gonna be some WWE related news. There's gonna be some wrestling WWE related news. But there's also gonna be some other news things to cover. There's so much going on in the world, you obviously can't cover everything. So these are basically the 10 things that caught my eye that I thought were interesting that I would like to talk about. So first, since I am a student, as you guys know, um, I'm a network security student. I study at the University of Advancing Technology. And so this is actually important to me. So this article is basically saying how FAFSA will now warn students looking into schools about their low earning outcomes. So basically, now if you're a student, you go to apply for FAFSA. Um, you will be told, and I wonder if that's gonna be this year, like for coming years. I wonder if you, so if I do my FAFSA, because I'm actually looking at transferring schools, because UAT, it's been a great experience, but it's expensive. So, all right, so let's check this out. Oh, I can't. Oh, fuck. I don't want to see this fucking ad. I don't care. I really don't care. Take it on my time. I will fuck it. So, um, the education department announced on Monday, it's adding an earnings indicator at the end of the FAFSA process to warn students about institutions with poor financial outcomes. So it sounds like this is basically, I mean, I think that's a good thing because you get to know, we have resources, right? The three main resources are time, energy, and money. When you're in school, you're putting all three of those things, all three of your resources, your top resources into it. So I believe this is a good thing to know, for students to know. And especially most students have parents backing them. I don't. Um, you know, I am an adult student. I'm independent. I'm, believe it or not, I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40. So, you know, it's really good to know that. Arena HDV2, thank you for the follow. Um, so I think this is a good thing. Um, So during the FAFSA process, students indicate which prospective colleges they are interested in attending, but need to go to separate sites such as College Boards to get more information. Okay, that's what's happening now. With this change, FAFSA will show key financial data of the institutions as a student has selected, with a low earnings disclosure. Will appear if a particular college average earnings are below the average high school graduate. So that is very useful, and I greatly fucking appreciate that. Next we have in wrestling news, how many of you guys are familiar with Mr. Electricity? So Mr. Electricity, I okay, I guess NWA. I guess he was with NWA promotion. So he was a wrestler, he retired, and okay, during his career, he earned multiple titles, including the AWA World Light Heavyweight Championship, the NWA Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship twice, and the PWA Lightweight Light Heavyweight Championship, and more. So he was a decorated champion. He retired in 1996. He was 79 years old and he has passed away. He was 73 when he passed. It looks like he passed away in July, which I'm a little surprised as to why this is just not being reported on. But if you know who Mr. Electricity is, he is now passed away. That's unfortunate. In more positive news, Chipotle, if you're in the United States and you love Chipotle, Chipotle is giving away free burritos this weekend. Yeah, that's really cool because if you are going to be watching Saturday night main event, WWE, the PLE, that's really cool because you can get some free Chipotle. I don't know if you have to go in or if you can DoorDash it. So basically, Chipotle is offering buy one, get one free burritos on Saturday, December 13th, this coming Saturday. Customers can get up to 5 free menu items per check. So it looks like you can get, that's interesting. The deal follows last week's BOGO tacos. Oh, okay. So it looks like they had success with buy one, get one tacos, and now they're doing it for burritos for the weekend, for this weekend. So that's really cool. So for those of you who love Chipotle, go get you some free Chipotle. All right. Next we have um, WWE related news. We have ex WWE star open to coming out of retirement. So, as we all know, John Cena's retirement tour is going on right now. I mean, it's ending right now, I should say. With Saturday night main event this Saturday. Those of you who are international on Arena, you can watch it on Netflix. Um, those of us in the United States can watch it on Peacock. I'll be watching it on Netflix because I have a VPN. So, thank you so much for the follows, you guys. I appreciate it. On Arena. Thank you for the follows. Be sure that you repost the stream. Make sure you're reposting the stream. Um, and engage in the chat too. So you can watch, let me put it in here, WWE SNME on Netflix. Okay. So, like I said, I'll be watching on Netflix because I have a VPN. So that's what I'll be doing. Wait, actually, if that's the case, I think I might have to. Is it US and because can't North America? Anyways, I'll have to look into that. Anyways, so everyone's kind of talking retirement, retirement, retirement. So in spirit of retirement, um, excuse me, Gail, it looks like ex WWE star Gail Kim, who is seen here. She did an interview with the Toronto Sun. So, in an interview with the Toronto Sun, Kim stated that her legacy is the most important thing to her. Hence, if the TNA Hall of Famer comes out of retirement, she doesn't want to tamper with what fans remember her for. So, this says WWE, but she was in TNA. If anyone out there, did she do both? Because maybe it says ex WWE, but then she was in TNA. She could have just went ahead and went to TNA after that. But yeah, she says that she's, you can watch that interview if you want to. Um, I'll actually drop it in the chat if you want to watch that. Um, yeah, let me see. I'll drop it in. Yeah. So, yeah, she's thinking about coming out of retirement. What do you guys think? Should she come out of retirement? Are you familiar with her? Okay. All right. Now, in more WWE news, And more WWE news. Wrestling news. So, okay, why is my computer? Uh-oh. Oh Lord. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm still live on X, but my computer is being a dick. Oh my God. Like literally fuck my life today. Oh my God. Yeah, my computer is frozen. Like seriously? Seriously? I'm so fucking pissed off, man. Today it's gone to shit. I just want to go back to bed. Like for real. Hey. Oh my God. Okay. Am I still on? All right. Hey, the advocate for anarchism. Hey, what's up? All right. So I'm live. So I'm on Spaces because I'm not verified anymore. I don't have a verified account. So I am making it work, make it twerk. Hell no, hell no. Who is this motherfucker coming up in here with no profile picture? I don't know who you are. You are not, hell no. I am not letting you up, bruh. The fuck you think this is? Nah, bruh. Nah. You're not even following me or nothing? Nah. No, 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 no. All right. I think I'm back. I didn't have a virtual background. What's it called? That restream. What the actual fuck? I didn't have no goddamn virtual background going. Maybe that was what it was. Apparently, that's weird. Okay, anyways. All right, so it looks like we're back. I did not want to have to lose all my stuff. I know. Okay. All right, cool. So we're good. And let me actually just turn that off, close that. All right. So continuing with WWE news. So in other WWE news, um, hey, the advocate, let me know in the chat. Um, do you know who Gail Kim? Okay, so I went over. So Gail Kim is thinking about coming out of retirement. Also, are you familiar with Mr. Electricity? Because he died, unfortunately. Back in July, which I'm kind of like, why is it just being reported now? Maybe it was reported before. I don't know. But yeah, Mr. Electricity passed away. What do you think about Gail Kim possibly coming out of retirement? And then the next thing is The Rock's daughter officially confirms relationship with the WWE star. So the reason why I'm doing this is because Ava Rain has now gone public with her relationship with Tatiana. What was it? Tatiana? Oh man, it's not in here. The name was in here before. Let me go on the Instagram. Maybe it'll say. Okay, so let me share this tab instead. So yeah, here it's a hard launch. It is a hard launch. That is that is a hard launch into this relationship. Um, oh my God, Tatiana, it was on here before. What happened? Or I thought I had it. Oh, here we go. So, so the WWE star in question was right from my face. The WWE star in question is none other than NXT's Tatiana Dumas. So that's who that is. Oh, we got a little gay love going. I'm here for it. Here for it. Yes, definitely here for it. Love it. Go ahead, girl. Get your life. All right. So, in other WWE news, so I'm and this is not surprising to me at all either. John Cena reveals a 5-year ambassador contract with WWE. So John Cena's not done with WWE. Duh. I mean, that's a duh. So, it looks like oh, I didn't know it was gonna go there. So in an interview with Tom Rinaldi on WWE's YouTube channel, Cena revealed that he has already signed a new contract with the promotion. Quote, I will be an ambassador for the WWE. I'm already signed for another 5 years, he said. I was like, please, as long as you can do it. Was like, please, as long as you can do it. I would like to be in this family as an employee, as a contributing part for as long as I can. End quote. Cena insists, however, that he has no plans of ever wrestling again. Physical activity, 100%. And I very rarely speak in absolutes because you never know. I do know in this case, he said, this is why I can speak in absolutes because I don't want to let the people that I made a promise to down. So, hello, Abel. Thank you for coming and listening. Oh, you have a podcast too. Awesome. Well, so do I. I have the Mimi Morning Show, which is what you're watching. Hello, welcome in. And I also have Tasty Talks Tech, Wrestling, and Life podcast. So, hi. Maybe we can collaborate or connect, Always down for that. So, sorry you guys can't see the screen. Again, I guess I could flip my camera around. You could see it. But then you'll be seeing no, you just see all the business. I don't want to see all the business, how I do shit. Um, but yeah, so I'm on X Spaces now because I don't have a little blue check anymore. Um, so so you can actually watch the interview. It in I will drop this interview in the comments on YouTube. I can't do it on X because I am on my phone, but I can drop it in later, I believe. Let me go back. Hey, Nessa. Shout out to Nessa, part of the Culture Clash Network. Shout out, shout out, shout out. So I always knew, like, I I mean, as I'm doing well, advocate. Thank you. Um, so I mean, as I mean, a lot of people follow, about 16 million follow John Cena on Instagram, right? Or on X. And I'm one of the 1 million that he follows back, which I mean, that's not really special because it's not special. Anyways, so and I think his intern just be following. I think he has an intern who just be following everybody. It's just weird. Anyways, so but I was reading into his messages, into his tweets or posts. I mean, he was saying that, like, first of all, he's been very active in putting NXT superstars over. He's been very active in basically fulfilling like a mentor role. Second, he said a couple of times in his X posts that he he emphasized that he was done with in-ring activity. Like he was specifically put in ring. So catch that T, like hello. It's kind of obvious that he was going to be with the company. He was still going to be with the company, but just not physical. Um, so I mean, it was kind of like I said, it's obvious. To me, it was obvious, and I think to other people, was it obvious to you guys? Abel and the Advocate. I'm sure it was obvious to y'all too. Um, the Advocate, and I'm doing well. Glad to be here. Who was that statement from? Which statement? The mentorship? Abel? So John Cena's returning from in-ring activity. But he is going to be he signed a 5-year deal as an ambassador with WWE. That's I quoted it. Yeah, that quote I was reading, that was from John Cena. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, he did mention about signing a yeah. Okay. Yes, he did mention about signing a new 5. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that was on so he confirmed it on an interview with Tom Rinaldi. Okay. All right. So, going off of WWE just real quick, I saw a very interesting X post. And like I said, for those of you listening on Spaces, first of all, thank you again and welcome in. I may post some of these later. But um, for those of you watching on YouTube and Arena, if there are children in the room, if you're at work, so so just be warned. All right. So Joshology, shout out who I follow, LMFAO, Granny Sexes and Stain. So Joshology, who is a really cool, really good astrologer, has really good content on here on X and on Instagram in regards to astrology. He reposted this article from this a post from Pop Tings. And that says that Pornhub has released their 2025 year review with a US map showing what each state searched for more by any other. So for example, um, Here in California, here in California, people search for Latina amateur. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Um, yeah. In Louisiana, they searched for thick, spelled THICC. That makes a lot of sense for Louisiana. Um, Now we kind of get a little bit weird, which, hey, everyone has their kinks, okay? No judgment. We start to, in Oregon, for example, they searched for horny grandma. In Maine, they searched for granny sex. In Illinois, they searched for hairy armpit. Um, in Connecticut, feet worship. In DC, dildo sucking. So yeah, there's a lot of it's there's a lot of yeah, they Pornhub, I don't know if this is real. I have so many questions about this. I have so many Utah. Let me see. Alaska searched for big women, which I'm kind of surprised by. No, it's working. No, I don't think. Hey, okay, I have a lot of questions. And then in Hawaii, they searched for American. Okay, I have so many questions. As you can see on this map, there are some grayed out states like Arizona, Texas, Florida. Okay, so are they grayed out because you can't track them? Are they grayed out because they are they grayed out because they don't use Pornhub? Do they have VPNs? Um, yes, DC, able. In DC, they searched for um dildo sucking the most, according to Pornhub. Um, yeah, very interesting. Interesting stuff. So I had so many questions. Did they how okay, so is this first of all, is this real? Like, is this a real statistic? Did this really happen? Like, did is this AI? Like, for real, for real. Like, I'm actually gonna go ahead and I can actually drop it in um the chat real quick on here. Yeah. So, yeah. Is my phone? Oh, it's kind of warm. All right. Anyway, yeah. So, mm, yeah, I don't understand. Are you guys shocked by these results? Are you shocked? Are you offended? I don't know. I mean, yeah. So I found that interesting. All right. Next, for the news mashup, we have a claim. So, Wrestling World CC on X reports that Logan Paul reveals Travis Scott backed out of a WWE match at the last second. Quote, it was planned to be a 3-on-3 match, but on the day it was supposed to be announced, he didn't show up, which I wrote, not surprised. I mean, I know we, I mean, oh God, April. That for those of you watching, you see me laugh. Okay, it's because I am on again, I'm on X Spaces and Abel posted something really funny. Oh my God, in the comments. That's so funny. Oh God, that's crazy. That was funny. Um, all right, I got distracted I got a little distracted by that size of that thing there. Anyways, hold on. I'm gonna drink some water now. Anywho, any hoodles. I'm gonna start saying that any hoodles. So yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, so I guess this was on this, I guess if it was a quote from him, I'm assuming it was on his podcast, Impulsive, um, that he flaked. So I don't see, of course, Wrestling World CC didn't put the he didn't put they didn't put the source, but I'm assuming it was from from Logan Paul's podcast. Which again, I'm not surprised that he flaked. I know that he was very like on Unreal, you see him involved and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna quit my day job or whatever, whatever for WWE." It's like, I don't know. I just eh, eh. And you know what? Good. Bye. I don't want to see you no more anyway. His spot in the when he was doing it was his spot was stupid. It didn't make I mean, okay, so he had the little theme song, great. But his spot, like all he was doing was with the sage and this sage, it first of all, I think he had Palo Santo. It was so unbelievable the way he was just doing this the whole time. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? What is this? No, you don't, that's not how you do no, it was so ugh. And then the way he like his when he hit Cody, it was so cringe. Like when he hit Cody, first of all, he kind of hesitated. And then second of all, it just didn't look right. So, good. I'm glad he flaked. He don't need to be in it. Bye, Travis Scott. Go away. Just go away. Just keep supplying the music. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Okay? All right. Let the professionals do what they do. And you just go in the corner over there. Like, ugh. Ugh. All right. In a little bit of technology and blockchain news. Um, I thought this was really cool. So let me check the comments for, let's see. If Travis Scott couldn't survive a relationship with a Kardashian, will it make them think he was with a Kardashian? Which Kardashian was he with? Actually, the real question is, who have the Kardashians not been with? Oh, Kendall, or not Kendall, Kylie, right? Kylie Jenner. That was her, right? Yeah. I think that Logan Paul quote was from, oh, Joe Budden. Oh, okay. Joe Budden podcast. Travis Scott bum. Is it about that? Yeah. Of course he's not. I mean, anyways. All right. So, in other news, still finish up the news mashup. Um, why is Avalanche trending? So, as you guys know, I'm a big tech girly, Avalanche. Those of all my Avalanche folks and people watching on the arena, I know you've heard too about Avalanche being on Bitwise's ETF. So I discovered that the Avalanche blockchain, first of all, I saw Avalanche was trending on X, and it said business and finance, and I was like, of course, you're talking about the blockchain. Now um, I am interested in this because I am developing a project to build on the Avalanche blockchain. So that's why I'm on the arena. That's why I follow Avalanche news. So Bitwise added Avalanche to its ETF, effectively adding a hot tech stock to a mutual fund mix. Times Square billboards tout its edge in digitizing real assets for big institutions. Um, AVAX 0.24% of 1.25 billion fund, now New York Stock Exchange traded. This is cool to me because I am, again, developing a project on the Avalanche blockchain using the case study of the California DMV storing around 45 million car titles and records on chain. This proves trust in blockchain to store and secure data. Then also, if I'm going to look at bookmarks on here, um, on one of our arena folk arena gladiators, Wakanda warrior. Let me see. I can actually share this tab. Is it doing it? Let's see if I did it. If it did it. Probably not. We'll just do this. Okay. Bitwise approval is quite a win for Avalanche. Uh, so Avalanche being inside a regulated Wall Street ETF means automatic institutional inflows every time the fund gets bought, stronger legitimacy as a top tier asset, more liquidity and smoother price action, bigger spotlight on Avalanche's RWA and scaling narrative. Major companies are already choosing Avalanche Tech to launch their own L1s and custom change, real adoption that most people ignore while they only focus on short term price. And with Bitwise preparing next steps, Avalanche stands to benefit more, especially if they explore staking based products or deeper index weighting. Wait, yeah, weighting. All right. So Bitwise is a huge, I think they have like, I looked at it. They're like the biggest crypto like investment, um, I was a crypto investment firm, like asset management firm. And basically this is a big deal. So this is a huge win for the Avalanche blockchain in terms like of adoption and building and just integrating blockchain into our everyday lives. Which again, I keep telling people to watch Mr. Robot because you can kind of get an idea of where all this is going, in my own opinion. But all right, last thing we have on for the news mashup is Twitter's coming back. I don't think it ever really went away because everyone still calls X Twitter. But one of my followers, Megan the Impact, shout out, reposted. Just looking at the comments like that we right? Okay. So she reposted Politics video channel. So they say breaking company to reclaim Twitter's trademarks abandoned by Musk's X and bring back old Twitter to compete against X. And Musk can't do shit about it. Twitter is coming back very soon. It's a thread. They go on to say a fledgling social media platform has asked the US Patent and Trademark Office to cancel trademarks for Twitter so it can take them for itself, contending that billionaire Elon Musk X Corp has abandoned them, which he has. He has. So the Virginia based startup, Operation Bluebird, said in its December 2nd petition, opens new tab that it wants to be allowed to use Twitter and tweet for a rival social media platform called Twitter.new. It also filed an application, opens new tab to trademark Twitter. The petition was filed by Stephen Coates, a former trademark lawyer at Twitter, who now serves as Operation Bluebird's general counsel and runs a small law firm. Twitter is coming back. Well, that is going to be I just want to see I just want to see Elon sweat. I don't think he will. I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know, but he did abandon it. Like he really did. So it makes sense. Like why would he care, you know? So, all right. That's it for the news mashup. Let's go to some comments, shall we? Looks like there are some folks that came into YouTube. John Watson. Hey, John. Um, good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. So speaking of John, Nessa came through. Uh, they actually will have shows today. So I am part of the Culture Clash Network, CCN for short, and make sure that you are tuning into the rest of the shows. So today we're going to have the Humble Roses podcast, which is at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 Eastern, and then we have Sports for You Wrestling at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure that you are following all of the shows. Um, like Acknowledge the Dynasty, Sports for You Wrestling, and Sports for You. Also Marks with Mikes, the Homerosas podcast, Main Event Mamas. They're all down here in the ticker for those of you on YouTube, for those of you on the arena, and for those of you on an X Spaces. Well, the advocate, you know the deal. You know. Abel, you don't. But if you go on my profile, I do mention Culture Clash Network in there. It's at Culture Clash Net, and you can check them out there. So shout out to y'all. Thank you for coming through. And I am just looking at chats and stuff here, making sure. All right. All right. So now let me drink some water. All right. Also, in addition to me being a like having this show, so I'm just like I was saying earlier, I am just, kind of dabbling into content creation and trying to find my niche. So far, my niche is, I feel like, is going live. So live streaming and audio, which is really cool because then people know I'm doxxed, I'm a real person, like, can't fake this, you know what I'm saying? Um, Not to mention, I just have fun with it, you know? So, for those of you out there who are listening on in X and Spaces, for those of you who are YouTube and even the arena, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time, I am going to be gaming with Geekoy. So, Geekoy or Geekoy, I think I'm pronouncing it right. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So Gkoi is they're building the future of gaming. Uh, it looks like they're also on chain, on blockchain. So it's Web3 related and it's a gaming platform. They have different games and shout out to Melina at Girl in the Verse for asking me to be a part of it. So I think she is an ambassador for them and she wants to get more women in that space, like have more women come on. So, and we follow each other, been following each other for a while. And she says she's a fan of mine, which I was like, oh my God, I'm a fan of you. And, we did the whole thing. Um, but then, yeah, so she asked me to be on, and yeah, so I will be on your screen tomorrow again. I believe, like I said, at 11 a.m. Pacific time will be from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific. So that's from 2 to 3 on the East Coast. And yeah, I guess I'm going to be playing some games um, on the platform. So that'll be kind of cool. So yeah, if you are available, if you're around, hopefully I'll get more details about that to share with everyone and kind of post it. If not, then you'll just see me there. But yeah, that is what I'm up to tomorrow. All right. So now I've got my water. Let's go ahead and talk more about wrestling, shall we? WWE. So, this is where I start to recap the things that went on in the week of wrestling. Um, so we will start with rightfully so. I kind of go in order with SmackDown. Spoiler alert, in my opinion, SmackDown was better than Raw. Now, that's kind of shocking considering like you know, I tried watching like last year. I was trying to get into SmackDown and it just wasn't happening. Um, you know, the stories that I was getting into, they kind of like went flat, things, like so yeah. But now, it's a different story, y'all. Now it's a different story. Now SmackDown, in my opinion, is starting to pop more than Raw. So, let's jump into it. So, of course, they recap Survivor Series War Games. And I noticed that they recap when they were doing the little recap. They skipped Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella. They skipped that recap. It was like they erased it. It was like it did not exist. I was like, damn, that's shady. Did they do that on purpose? Um, okay. So then after that, Drew McIntyre shows up, but then Nick Aldis kicks him out because he's supposed to be suspended, right? While Drew's in his truck, because he's about to leave, he's like, fine, motherfucker, I'll leave. He's about to leave. Then Cody comes into the passenger side and starts to try to get his lick back from last week's tour bus jumping. Because you remember Drew McIntyre jumped Cody on his tour bus. So Cody was just trying to get his lick back, right? Which I understand. I get it. I probably did the same thing. I get it. Okay. So then Cody is gets him. He starts pulling his hair. It was kind of funny. Doing all that, that he's mad. He goes into the ring. He demands that Drew McIntyre be reinstated so that he could stomp him like the cockroach that he is. You're gonna have to, Cody. Well, maybe he has some, but maybe he or if because you know how what's his face? You know how Seth be wearing those roach stomp those shoes, or um he can borrow. No, don't borrow Brock's because you might slip and fall. Don't do that. Don't do that. Or you might slip. Don't do that. But anyways, I was gonna say maybe he can borrow some of Seth's shoes. But he might have his own cockroach stompers. And then he goes on to say, "You have beaten me, but you have not beaten me, but you have broken me." Now, I want to go back to that quote because Cody said, "You may not have beaten me." So you may not have beaten me in the ring, but you have broken me. He's talking about mentally. That's telling. That means he is actually admitting and publicly admitting that Drew McIntyre has got into his head, which is not good. Um, do I think that means that Cody is going to drop the title? I don't think it'll be. I don't know. I mean, it would make sense with that little nugget that was dropped, but of course, then I mean, his character, his story is always like overcoming things, so that of course he'll overcome the mental strain, and he will continue to be undisputed. He will continue that, right? But um I just think, yeah, that to me, that line really stuck out to me. I don't know what y'all think, but that stuck out to me. What was there, John? What was there to recap? Well, I'm recapping it now. There's actually not, to answer your question, not a lot. Just like again, spoiler alert, not a lot to really recap on Raw. But here we are. I mean, there's a few things. There are a few things. But I understand your sentiment, sir. I understand your sentiment. Um, yeah. So that happened. And then there's a backstage segment with Tommaso Ciampa and Carmelo Hayes. Mello tells Ciampa to wait his turn and then calls him a jackass. Getting ready for his match with Ilya Dragunov. Um, so that happened. The whole jackass thing is getting kind of old. That's getting old. Um, yeah, in my opinion, that's getting kind of old. All right. Then okay, so a highlight for me is we're gonna get the Terror Twins versus Alistair Black and Zelina. I knew it. Of course, I knew when Rhea was talking to Damien that that was the idea she had. And now we're getting it. We're getting it this Friday, and I am excited AF. Yes. On a side note, my girl is booked and busy. Yes. Cheers to that. She was about to be on, she's on both, there we go. Yep, yep, yep. So I'm excited for that. Um, okay. So here's the actual official render for that match. Okay. Of course, I just had to of course I have to like, hello, I'm a Rhea fan, like a duh. I'm gonna be just, yeah. Okay, the Gooners aren't gonna like this. I usually don't talk much because I'm not. It's not the devil. Oh, okay, Abel. I usually don't talk much. I let my actions speak in the ring. I show why I'm the best wrestler on the planet. It's not because of the devil's kiss. Well, yeah. Didn't she do an interview, Stephanie Pecker? Yeah, I mean, I think I saw something about her talking about that. So, yes, that is going to be I am excited for this mixed tag team match. The tag team division is getting hot. I think it's kind of the thing that they can kind of do right now. But we'll talk more about that later. But yeah. Um, okay. All right. Now, after we learn about that, then we go to the match with Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov, which was going well. I mean, it looks like Melo was over and people were really rooting for him. Um, so let's go Melo chants were happening. And I was here for it. Although, I mean, welcome to the X Space, Joseph. Welcome to the X Space. Um, talking about SmackDown. Okay, bye. Welcoming people. They just be leaving in 2 seconds. But yeah, Mellow Chance, I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I knew it. Like, I mean, of course we all get hopeful, you know, especially when it comes to Mellow and Carmelo Hayes and all these other talent. LA Knight is another one. You get hopeful, but I mean, come on. Let's recognize patterns. Let's think about it. It's SmackDown. They're doing this, they're obviously building up to something for him. I mean, he's been having it's the build. So hopefully the build doesn't get intercepted and get fucked up. So hopefully something doesn't fuck it up because I felt like, and for what I'm seeing online, from what I have seen for myself too, a little bit, there was a build for Carmelo Hayes before, and then it just kind of like Jade, how there was a build but then she kind of came back. We'll talk about that too, because now I'm getting a little bit, I kind of need them to do something different with Jade too. Kind of getting tired of the she squash thingies, like she just squashing everyone. Like I need a real match from her. So I mean, I had hope with everyone else. I kind of went into watching the match like they're not going to take it. They're not going to give it to him yet. But then as the match is going on, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Is this are they going to do a swerve? Are they going to like is this going to happen? And then no, because Champa decides to be a fucking hater and he pulls Mello off the top rope, hurting his balls. And then Ilias retains, which then I'm like, okay, there we go. That was what I expected. I didn't expect the shenanigans to happen, but you know, however, I mean, I guess the way that like the build and the story for Carmelo, how they're setting it up, um, as long as shit don't like interrupt it, as long as shit doesn't interrupt the flow, as long as they can just or if shit does interrupt the flow, they can still make it work, make it twerk. Um, I'm kind of liking this build. I'm liking it. Um, it's one of the for me, it's one of the reasons to tune into SmackDown now is to kind of see that. And then also Ilya, his story, the build for, you know, his championship reign as well. So there's a lot of reasons why for me, um, SmackDown is better than Raw right now. So yeah. Oh, John clarified. Hold on. John said, was it recap? No, I meant regards to Steph and Nick. What was John said, oh, John okay, so John clarified and he was throwing shade at Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella's match. Was nothing to recap. Okay, I get it now. Okay. That I mean, there's that point taken. I mean, yeah, point taken. Point taken. Okay. So after Ilya retains, then there are some theories. And like I said, I was speaking, oops, I already have that post up. So there are some theories going around that um and this is kind of actually, I remember the theory of this build. I think it was Dallas Cash on Humble Roses uh, when they did their tribute to Carmelo Hayes. They started the whole like Mellow in the Bank thing. So Carmelo Hayes winning Money in the Bank, and then that's how he gets a championship. So this does feel like a build to something like that. What do you guys think? I think Mellow in the Bank has a wonderful ring to it. I mean, it's already like it's there. The marketing, like hello, Mellow in the Bank, like that just sounds like from a marketing perspective, that just sounds great. So, all right. So after that, hmm, we have um Charlotte Flair clarifies that she only joined War Games to help Alexa Bliss, but that the match brought them closer together. So of course we have that recap, that interview backstage with Kathy Kelly. Um, and then Alexa Bliss actually she had a match with Kyrie Sane, which their match was great. Kyrie really showed out. She has been really showing out. Like I remember on Raw, she did as well. So or she does as well. And then after the match, which Alexa wins, um, shenanigans afoot. Shout out to ATD. Fights happen with Nia Jax and Lash Legend when they make an appearance. Then, in a big, this is a big announcement that Nick Aldis says that is announced that Cody Rhodes will face whoever is the NXT champion coming out of Deadline at Saturday night's main event. So basically, at NXT Deadline, it was a championship match between Ricky Saints and Obafemi. Whoever wins that is going to have a spot on this coming Saturday night main event, which is huge because it's John Cena's last match. And they will actually get to wrestle Cody Rhodes. That is a big deal. That's pretty exciting. Okay. So then again, we're going to talk about Jade. Um, so then after that, Jade has her match with um, Alba Fire, which I was like, okay, when was that a thing? It was a 2-second match because Kiana James and Julia came out and attacked Chelsea Green, which distracted Alba, and then Jade squishes her. So Jade wins. As you can see by this little clip right here, if you're watching on YouTube, and the arena. So yeah. So there's that. So now here's my thing. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I love Jade. Love me some Jade. But okay, can we please get a full match? Can we please get a full length match? I think we're gonna get that with her versus Michin soon. Because there was that backstage run in with her, with Jade and Michin. Michin shows up with a kendo stick. So I think that's actually going to be a full length match. I think Meech is going to I hope that Meechin gives Jade a run for her money. I don't think Meechin will take the title off of Jade, but at least it won't just be another squash fest. Like that would be great. Um, it would be really cool if I'm gonna put on some music in the background here, if y'all don't mind. Um, yeah, it would be really cool if we just got a full J, just because like I want to see the evolution. Not saying that she doesn't deserve it or she has to prove herself. Not saying that at all. But it would just be great to kind of see to see a different side, because we know her character now, she's kind of like just on this kind of like high horse, and I just want to see it like cemented more so, if you know what I mean. So that's all. That's it. That's all. Okay. Let's see. We have John. Let me see. That match will last longer than others, but it's gonna It's but it's gone Jade. Okay, so Jade's gonna squish her too. Jade is gonna run through the mid carders before her first defense. That's what John is saying. John from Sports for You and Sports for You Wrestling. Yeah, yeah. I just kind of wanna, yeah, I just want to see a little bit more is all. So I can see that. That makes sense. Okay. And then, so after that happens, then we have Solo Sokoa addressing the Wyatt Six. He comes out with the MFTs. I know it's my family tree, but I call them motherfucking Tongans. So they come out to address, like I said, the Wyatt Six, specifically Uncle Howdy. And then the Wyatt Six, shortly thereafter, answer Solo's call. And then we see the Wyatt Six and the MFTs in the ring and going at it. So that was actually pretty exciting as well. I appreciated that. Then we find out that The Miz cheated to get his match with LA Knight. Not really surprised by that either. Then more NXT spotlight, again on Saturday night main event. So we're gonna have Bailey versus Sol Ruka for Saturday night's main event this coming weekend. Also, too, if you guys haven't watched John Cena's interview with CVV, um, check it out. I just watched it last night. And he talks more about, well, he still kind of dances around answering certain questions. um, but he's able to talk about a little bit more than he could before. So he also talks about how his he wanted while he understand, like, there was a lot of planning that went into Saturday night's main event being his last match. And he talks about how, well, he said that he did understand that, like, okay, you're gonna like kind of like basically celebrate him and recap his career, whatnot. That he really wanted it to be a chance for he really wanted it to be a chance to kind of like, while his chapter is closing, um, another one is opening for the future of the business. So it was a really cool interview. Um, check it out if you haven't already. Okay. And let's see, I actually have, okay. So Seth Joseph, shout out to Seth Joseph on X, Seth Joseph 95. Bailey versus Soul Ruka. Bailey gonna eat a soul snatcher. Do y'all think it's gonna happen? Do y'all think that Soul is going to be victorious over Bailey? Like, is Bailey gonna put Soul over? Or do you think that, I mean, I guess either way, I think either way, Soul will, I mean, Soul's already pretty over, but she'll get even more over either way, whether she wins or loses. Um, but what do y'all think? Do y'all think that, who do y'all think is gonna win? I guess is basically what I'm trying to ask. Um, okay. And then we get a pretty damn good promo from Reply from Aleister Black and Zelina. Um, yeah. I was really shocked when Zelina was holding her snake and shit and was calling Rhea a succubus. Girl, they go there. Of course, we all know out of character, they're cool. They live down the street from each other. They cool. But it was just like I just saw was like, you holding a snake and the way your persona is, you're calling her a succubus. That's like I just thought that was funny. All right. So main event time. It is the last time is now match between Gunther and LA Knight. Um, so the ring general, LA Knight. Of course, I wanted LA Knight to win, but mm, the winner will be John Cena's last opponent this coming Saturday. Gunther wins by tap out submission. This was another match to where I really thought possibly that, I was going for LA Knight. And but then okay, I think Gunther's gonna take it. You're like kind of like, okay, I want this person to win, but I think that that's not gonna happen. But then the way the match was going, it was like, oh well, maybe it could go the other way, but it didn't. So Gunther will be John Cena's final opponent. And to be honest, it does make sense considering Gunther's decorated career in WWE and John Cena's decorated career. It makes sense. Okay. And then I kind of had a thought, and I was like, now I really thought that that was him during War Games. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think it was the right winner? I mean, of course, I was rooting for LA Knight, yeah. But like just explained, it does make sense that Gunther won, considering his career and John Cena's career. So there's that. Let's see if there's any comments. I don't see any here. I don't see any here. Shout out to SF Savin on the arena. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. All right. So now, okay, so I really hadn't had plans to watch it, but I actually did end up watching NXT Deadline. So I'm going to recap that very quickly. I kind of was watching it a little bit passively, but just some main things for me. Of course, the main thing is Obafemi is the new champ. So, a clip from WWE. And then there we go. There's the end of it. So that means Obafemi will face Cody Rhodes this Saturday at Saturday night main event. And then even though Oba has now taken the title from Ricky and now has that opportunity, Ricky Saints and Obafemi do shake hands at the end, showing good sportsmanship. I like that. The women's Iron Survivor match cooked, and Kendall Gray did that. Um, she ended up winning. So the women's shout out to Main Event Mamas, also part of the Culture Clash Network family. Make sure you are following them on X, subscribe to them. They have a great podcast where they talk about wrestling and mom life. So the They said that the women's Iron Survivor match was fire. Everyone looked amazing and it was crazy exciting. Congrats to Kendall Gray, WWE. Yeah, I totally agree. Ethan Page retains against Mr. Iguana. I'm kind of getting tired of the iguana thing. I mean, where do you evolve? I don't know. I know that lucha libre styling is different. Mexican wrestling is different. I just kind of, now that it's in the spotlight, through WWE, I don't know. I just, where's the evolution of the character, the persona? After that, we have Izzy Dame versus Tatum Paxley. It was anticlimactic for me. It really was. Um, and I'm not just saying that because, I mean, yes, I wanted Tatum to win. But but considering her story and everything she's been through, um, I wanted her to win. I say it was anticlimactic because Tatum was really she was starting to stand up for herself. And you could see that turn in her, like during the match, when she starts slamming Izzy into the announce table. You kind of see that turn where it's like something clicks and she throws out all hope with their friendship. And she's just like, fuck it, I'm going to destroy you. You see that, and then this happens where the calling manipulate her, and that causes distraction. She takes her eye off the ball and then she loses. Um, I would have liked to have seen at least a kick out. If you're gonna have Tatum lose, I would have liked to have seen it go a little bit longer, play out the story a little bit more. And then like this, like kick out here and then kind of go a little bit further with it. But instead, she ends up losing, and I guess now what's gonna happen is Tatum's gonna go away for a while, um, and do some, character development. Then we also have the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, and Javon Evans wins and is now the number one contender for the NXT Championship. With that said, he will face Obafemi at New Year's Evil 2026. So congratulations to Javon Evans. He has been on fire. Absolutely. All right. Before we get to Raw, I want to take a little bit of a kitty break. You guys know I love cats, and I like to share cute little kitty videos when I can with you guys, just to kind of break things up. So here we have a kitty just cuddling. To me. Little kitty break. Just adorbs. It's like a calico kitty. Just so cute. I miss having a cat so bad. I really do. I'm trying to like make every excuse in the book to get a cat at the house. I don't think it's gonna happen, but can't blame a girl for trying. Because who doesn't like who? Okay, for those of you out there who don't like cats, how do you not like this? Hold on, I'm actually even gonna turn my camera around. How do you not like this? Oh, you can't really see it. God bless it. Okay, you can kind of see it. How do you not like that? How do you not like that? Like cats, like they're so cute, so cuddly, and I mean they can be assholes, but y- you know, y- not into. Okay, they can intentionally be assholes, but I mean, only if you're an asshole to the cat. Don't be an asshole to the cat. Yeah, that's so cute. All right. That was kind of like a little bit of a kind of needed that for myself as well. A little bit of a break, little kitty break. Also, if you need a break, if you sometimes get like, I know it's afternoon now, it's afternoon here on the West Coast, it is afternoon here, also on the East Coast. If you are one of those people that kind of gets a little bit tired, during the day, you get like a little afternoon crash. Maybe you need to try W Energy. What's really cool about W Energy is jitter-free energy. So you know how when you drink coffee and it wears off, you're kind of getting like get like jittery, you know. Also, too, coffee, especially and it can caffeine itself can stay in your system for up to 10 hours, especially depending on the potency. So, it could also be part of the reason why maybe you're not sleeping well at night. So if that's the case, switch. Try W Energy. Why not? They have great flavors, delicious flavors, and you can try it. Get 10% off of your order when you use my promo code Evelyn BBJ. So yeah, makes sense, right? All right, now I will actually drop that in the chat for you guys. Well, hello, Franklin, on the arena. Interesting. What's interesting? What, pray tell, is interesting to you, Franklin? The stream itself, the cats, the energy, W energy? What's interesting? Thank you for stopping by the way. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead. Actually, I'm at this loop. Yeah. All right. Now let's get to WWE Raw. Another heartbreaking episode. Not again, because it really wasn't that great. Uh, if I'm being completely honest, I don't have a lot of notes for it, just because one, not a lot caught my attention. And two, I was also filling in for someone on a WWE Raw watch along. So shout out to Acknowledge the Dynasty podcast, another podcast on the Culture Clash network of shows. I was filling in for Russell Faith, and so I was kind of like doing a watch along, and I couldn't really like listen in as intently as I usually do and take notes. So this is going to be a quick recap. Hello, RJ Raj. Thank you for the follow on Arena. All right. So, gonna go ahead and start recapping. Raw. So Gunther came out, as you know. So I just got done recapping SmackDown. Gunther won against LA Knight. So now he is going to be John Cena's final opponent at this Saturday night main event, WWE PLE, Premium Live Event. Again, you can watch it on Peacock in the USA, or you can internationally, you can watch it on Netflix. And so I missed Gunther's promo. I do want to go back and watch it, especially after watching John Cena's interview with Chris Van Vliet. I think I'm saying it right. I heard someone else say that. I hope I'm saying it right. I just call him CVV because I don't want to fuck up his name. But because I want to know that backstory. If anyone in the chat, if you can kind of give me maybe information on what Gunther's promo was about and the backstory. But I'm planning on going to go back to listen to his promo because I did see it come across my timeline. So now, again, this is announced again. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi this Saturday. And see, again, you can see Saturday night's main event. It's going to be at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Peacock. And it doesn't say on here, but you can watch it on Netflix as well. Outside of the United States. And then Kairi Io Sky versus Kairi Sane happened. And of course we have Rhea Ripley came out and was in Io's corner, Rio. And then Asuka came out and was in Kairi Sane's corner, being that they are the Kabuki Warriors. So Io Sky defeats Kairi Sane. Rio is celebrating. All is right with the world. Then we have another appearance from the guy from the mystery man in War Games. So the guy that came out during the men's War Games match at Survivor Series is back. And he attacks Dominic Mysterio. Who do you guys think it is? Do you guys really still think it's Austin Theory, or do you think it's someone else? Again, I have my sources, and I think I know who it is. I am not going to say who I think it is. I'm not going to reveal my source. But I will say if the sources are true, if the source is true, it's not who everyone thinks it is. I'll say that. That's what I'm going to say. And then the Usos. So after this happens, then and then I believe not Dominic. Ray had a match, right? Whatever. Things happened. I guess he did. Then so after that, the Uso twins announced that they are officially back in the tag team division. So I'm really happy for this, especially when it comes to Jey Uso. I know everyone right now doesn't like Jey Uso. I don't. Why? Whatever. I appreciate Jey Uso. Yeet. Okay. So, um, as you guys know, Jay Uso was very upset and down on himself when he lost last week to LA Knight. And now he's in better spirits and he is back with his brother. They're they're going to take the tag division by storm again. Not only does that kind of go with the trend of the tag division, just like ramping up in WWE, but it also gives Jay a more consistent storyline versus this kind of whole back and forth thing with like his family and Jay, and Jimmy, them going at it. So, and I mean, in later on, as they start to kind of take the tag division by storm again, if WWE decides to kind of revisit anything they were going to try to do with Jay, as far as character development is concerned, they can revisit that later. But for now, I think this makes the most sense. So the tag division is getting really hot in WWE. And the movement XX on X, the Movement Pro Wrestling said it best. On both the men's and women's side of things, it feels good to be a tag team wrestling fan in 2025. What do you guys think? Do you have the same thoughts? Let me know. Then speaking of tag team, we then have a match that will be happening Saturday night main event, AJ Styles versus Dragon Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater at Saturday night main event. Again, this coming Saturday. So then we have that. After that, we have Stephanie Vaquer takes the ring to address the audience and is introduced by Jackie Redmond, but then interrupted by Nikki Bella. Nikki is demanding a rematch. But then Raquel throws Nikki and tells Stephanie Vaquer that she's going for the title. Now, if you guys remember correctly, last Monday on Raw, when Liv came back, Liv went up to Stephanie Vaquer, kind of like, oh, just letting you know that I'm back. Basically putting Stephanie on notice that she's coming after the Women's World Championship. Now we have Raquel Rodriguez, who is on pretty much the same team or on the same faction as Liv in the Judgment Day, coming along and saying that she wants to come after that title. Got to sip some water. So this is going to get real messy real quick. And I am here for it. As a matter of fact, it got a little messy in the next segment. It did. It got a little messy in the next segment. So Raquel Rodriguez didn't tell Liv Morgan about her confronting Stephanie, but Liv says she doesn't mind. Liv then drags Roxanne away to be in her corner tonight. Liv says she doesn't mind. I think she minds, but she's playing it cool. As a matter of fact, in this scene, Liv asks why Raquel didn't run it by her. You know, because they're a faction. They used to kind of run things by each other. You know what I'm saying? Raquel responds to Liv and says, I didn't think we had to run things by you anymore. So, yeah, I am here for this mess. I'm here for it. After that, Liv supports Roxanne during her match with Lyra Valkyria. And then Roxanne wins with her finisher Pop Rocks. So she beats Lyra. Then so far we have the match card for this Saturday night's main event, WWE PLE. So we have the main event, John Cena's final match, John Cena versus Gunther. Then we have Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi. Then we have Sol Ruca versus Bayley. And then we have AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. So those are the matches so far. Let me know if I missed one. But that's what we have so far for Saturday night main event. Pretty good lineup. Gonna be a good match. Gonna be a good show. And then lastly, we have LA Knight versus Logan Paul. That went left. And then the Man in Black interferes again. So, the Man in Black interferes again, and he attacks LA Knight. And also, if you notice, LA Knight was actually thrown back into the ring by the Man in Black. So, for everyone thinking Seth's injured. Seth is out with his shoulder injury. So, how could that be? Right? So, that is it for the WWE recaps. And yeah, that's it. So that is all I have for you guys today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Those of you that came into the X space, thank you. Those of you on Arena who commented, who were in the chat, who followed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And those of you on YouTube as well who came through. So don't forget that there's a Tasty Talks Tech Wrestling and Life episode out on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and YouTube. You can follow Tasty Talks Podcast on X at Tasty Talks Pod. Also, don't forget the rest of the lineup for today. Don't forget to follow the rest of the Culture Clash Network crew. Today we have the Humble Roses podcast at 4:30 p.m. Pacific and Sports for You Wrestling at 7 p.m. Pacific. Also, don't forget to follow me on everywhere except, let me see, I'm Evelyn Mimi J everywhere except for TikTok. I'm Hey Mimi J. Also, thank you to the CCN partners, Dubby and Tacos and Tequila. Also, be sure to follow me. I have a QR code right here. You can scan it from YouTube or the Arena, and make sure you're following the Twerking Techies journey, following my journey. You'll see all my web links where you can listen to the podcast, my digital store, my book, all the things. Also, speaking of books, my book, A Lifetime of Lessons Carried On, is available on Amazon. It's a poetry book. And we also have Lena Dow, who I interviewed on this week's Tasty Talks Tech, Wrestling, and Life podcast. And her book, Journey Through Breast Cancer, is coming out. Or is out. And then Monty from the Acknowledge Dynasty podcast has a book out called Homecoming, American Royalty Series, Volume 1. All right. So, thank you everyone for watching and listening and participating. And that is it from me today. You can tune into the Mimi Morning Show every Wednesday between 10 and start time between 10 and 11 a.m. Pacific. Recently, I've been doing 10:15 a.m. Pacific. So, if the time does change, I will update you all and let you know that. But that's it. Thank you for joining and watching. And everyone have a great rest of your week. Ciao for now.